How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Wi-Fi battle. Today we're dipping our feet into the UU tier, which has just been established. If you want to try the team out, use the code at the top right corner of the screen. There's also a copy and paste of the team in the description down below. Please like and subscribe for more videos like this one. And with that being said, let's jump into the team preview. Okay, today we're battling against Caddy, also known as the Demonic Golfer. He's a YouTuber as well. Go check out his channel. I implore you to subscribe to him right now. There is a link in the description down below. It's the top line. You can't miss it. Looking at his team, he's got a Reveroom, which we just got wrecked by in the last battle, which is awesome. Palossand as well is really cool. Lokix is a really cool Pokemon. I tried that I Know You and it did really well. Electros, Tatsugiri, and the Arboliver, which is really neat to look at. So I'm looking at this matchup and I'm thinking they either lead with the Electros or the Lokix. Then looking at my team, Bronzong is probably going to be the lead, right? So they might lead with Palossand instead. Or they might want to get that strong U-turn off with the low kick. So I'm thinking of leading with something else to counteract those. I'm thinking of leading with a pure offense type thing. Then again, like if they go low kicks, I don't really have a good switch in. So maybe I'll go into our Donphan first to get the Stealth Rocks up. Wait, do we have Stealth Rocks in Donphan? I can't remember now. And the battle begins, so Caddy over there is going to lead off with the No Weakness, which is of course the Electros, as we led off with Donphan. So that's worked out nicely for us. Well, it would have done if it didn't have a Levitate, but you know, that's what this is how it is, I guess. We could terrestrialize into a water type if we really wanted to. We expect, well, no, we couldn't actually. There's no point. I'm just going to go ahead and hard switch out now into my specially defensive Pokemon, being our Goodra. It has the Assault Vest. It's actually a really bulky Pokemon on the special side. Goodra is a monster on the special side, actually. So there we go. Going to Goodra real quick. They go for a Liquidation. They are a physically offensive type, which is interesting to see. So let's go just drop it. If they're physically offensive, are they going to have Dragon Claw? That's the real question. Should I scout for that? I'm going to scout for that with Gigamesh. I'm going to scout for the Dragon Claw with Gigamesh and see what they're going to do, because they went for a Liquidation against the Donphan, which is interesting. So we'll go into Bronzong real quick. He is a physically defensive Pokemon. They go for a U-turn. He gets a U-turn? I didn't even realize he got a U-turn. Interesting. So they're going to U-turn out. They can go into whatever they want, really. Let's see what they do here. Sandringham, which is going to be the Palossand, of course, is going to come in. So we're in a bit of a pickle now because we're going to get hit by a nice and powerful not an Earth Power, Shadow Ball. So I'm going to go back into Goodra. Goodra is our specially defensive wall, and this gives us an opportunity to drop a Draco on something, which is great. So we'll go into Goodra real quick. They go for a Stealth Rocks. Wow, what's going on with his model? It looks so bizarre. What is going on? That looks really weird. Either way, though, I think I'll go for a Surf. Surf seems like it'll hit a bit harder, and it'll also hit the Reveroom if they bring that back in. They are going to withdraw. Are they going to go into the Reveroom? Or are they going to Tatsugiri or something? No Weaknesses comes in. That's the Electros. So Electros is coming in. Probably Assault Vest then, based on the damage this is going to do, right? Yeah, that's Assault Vest. I've ever seen Assault Vest. It's Assault Vest. Oh, I nearly forfeited then. Don't want to do that. So knowing it's going to go for a U-turn, it might be best to go into something else. So I'm thinking we go back to Bronzong. Now, if they're going to go for a U-turn, do we just drop a Draco here? We could just drop a Draco. Let's drop a Draco and see what happens. Drop a Draco. We do outspeed, of course, because Electros is not very fast. Get some damage off on it, which is always nice. As they go for a Drain Punch, which is going to do a decent chunk of damage to us. So Drain Punch is what they've got. They haven't got Dragon Claw. Interesting. Interesting. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and switch out into our Bronzong again, and we'll try and get the Stealth Rocks up, because this team's switching out quite a lot, and Stealth Rocks are going to be really useful. So we'll go into our Bronzong real quick. There we go. Bronzong is physically defensive, so it can definitely take a hit from this thing, no problem. Pointer Stones do dig into us, unfortunately, as they go for a U-turn now, which is going to do a decent chunk of damage because of the critical hit. So that's absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. In comes Mini Mech, which is, of course, going to be the low kick. So low kicks comes in. Now, I want to get Stealth Rocks up. I really want to get Stealth Rocks up, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. They go for a First Impression. It's going to nearly take us out, but luckily for us, it doesn't, because we are physically defensive, like I said. As this next turn, what I'm going to do is I'm expecting them to be banded based on that damage, because I'm physically defensive, like I said. So I'm going to go for a Reflect, expecting them to switch out. If they don't switch out, then we know they're not banded, which is good to know. They do switch out because they are banded, which is great. And they go into Sandringham again, which is fine by me. Absolutely fine by me. So Sangream comes in. He's going to get hit by some Stealth Rocks. We're going to get a nice and powerful Reflect up, which is great. And now we need to get a Light Screen up and let Bronzong go down, really. I think that's all we can really do here. Let's go for a Light Screen real quick and see what they're going to do. They are going to Shadow Ball us. They do outspeed us, of course. That's going to take us out, unfortunately. But what can you do? What can you do? Bronzong goes down. And now we get a free switch into whatever we want to go into. So I'm thinking along the lines of Weavile right now. I think Weavile is the best Pokemon to go into. So we're going to Weavile real quick. Weavile is actually RU, which is pretty annoying to me, given it's my mascot. So I want everyone to use Weavile a bit more, please. That'd be nice. We'll go for an Ice Spinner because it's our most powerful attack and see how much damage we're talking here. They're going to withdraw the Sandringham. What are they going to go into? Reverum? I'd say Reverum, right? No weakness comes in. Now we know this thing is not Choice Scarf because we've already seen it switch up moves. So let's go for the Ice Spinner real quick and see if we can get the KO on this thing. We do get the KO on the Electros, which is great. So Electros goes down. One less thing to worry about. In comes Mini Mech, which is of course the Low Kick. So Low Kicks is going to come in, get some Stealth Rock damage, which is great to know. They're not heavy duty boots. I mean, we knew that anyway, but now I've got to think of what to sack off to a first impression. So I've got a couple of options. We could go into Donphan and hope we can take the hit, which I think we can take the hit because I'm physically defensive. And then we go for a knockoff expecting the Palossand to come in to block the Rapid Spin. Alternatively, we go into Goodra, sack it off. No, I think we go Donphan. I think we go Donphan here. We'll go Donphan here because Weavile's going to be useful for us against this team, to be honest with you. It's going to be really useful. So we'll go into Michelin real quick, the Donphan. Get some Stealth Rock damage onto us. They go for a U-turn. That's going to do a decent chunk of damage. Doesn't do anything. Wow. Okay, so is that really Choice Banded right there? Could that really be Choice Banded? I don't know. In comes Shark Bait. Hoo-ha-ha. Which is, of course, the Tatsugiri. So the Tatsugiri comes in. What can we do against the Tatsugiri? It's going to Rapid Spin. I know that. Do we both Rapid Spin now? Do I expect the Rapid Spin? And if we're going to expect a Rapid Spin, do we switch out? Or do we go straight for an Earthquake here? I think we go for an Earthquake. They go for a Surf. Oh. I see how it is. Tatsugiri's coming through with a Surf real quick. I really thought they would Rapid Spin here. They don't have another Rapid Spinner though, so it has to be this that's the Rapid Spinner, right? So with that in mind, I guess we go into our Beetle, or we go into the Weavile. Go Weavile, and then we go Ice Spinner. Weavile Ice Spinner is a good shout. Goodra. No, let's go Goodra. Go into Floppy over here. Flopsy, the Goodra. And I'm confident we can take a Draco Meteor from this thing, but I'm also confident that they might be locked in. I think they might be locked in, to be honest with you. So let's go for the Draco. They are going to withdraw. They are locked in. They've got to be locked in. Draco Meteor had a chance of KOing us from there. So they go into Serenity, which is going to be the Arboliver, I'm guessing. Yeah, there it is. Arboliver's going to get some Stealth Rock damage, which is fine. We're going to go for a Draco Meteor. It should do a lot of damage to this thing. It does do a lot of damage to this thing. As I'm going to go ahead and expect them to stay in the next turn after the special attack drop. And I'm thinking we obviously we're going to get some recovery from this this grass. So do we Terastallize into a Poison type right now and go for a Poison? Because we're immune to grass, so we don't have to worry about that. Can't Leech Seed us or anything like that. Let's go for a Fire Blast and see what happens. There we go. We go for a Fire Blast. Should take it out from here. It doesn't. It doesn't. But we do get the burn, which is nice. Let's see what they're going to do. Dazzling Gleam. We can eat that. We can eat that up. No problems there. We can eat that up like it's nothing. So they're going to get some burn damage, which is great for us. Are they going to have leftovers as well? No, they don't have leftovers as well. So let's go for a Sludge Bomb real quick because we know it's going to hit. They're going to withdraw Serenity. What are they going to go into? Shark Bait Hoo-ha-ha. Shark Bait Hoo-ha-ha is going to come in. Get some Stealth Rock damage on it. We go for a Sludge Bomb real quick. Do some decent damage to them. They're going to get some recovery from that to grassy terrain, which is fine by me. The Reflect is going to wear off, unfortunately, but it's fine. Let's drop a Draco, and we're probably going to go down anyway. They go for a Surf. Can we live that? We lived that. We actually lived that. We can drop a Draco. Goodra is too bulky, and we got a... Was that a crit? That wasn't even a crit, was it? Goodra, you just absolute monstrosity. Goodra is a monstrosity right now. In comes Mini Mech, which is the Low Kick. So Low Kicks can definitely take out Goodra. And you know what? I'm half tempted to let it because the Rapid Spin is gone. We're whittling away at their team little by little. Let's just drop a Draco and see what happens. So they go for a U-turn. That's going to take out Goodra. No problems there. Goodra did good this game. Goodra did real good this game. It took out the Tatsugiri and it took out most of the health from our Bolivar. And it did a lot of damage to the Electros as well. So I think Goodra's a really good Pokemon this game. So good game for Goodra. So Sandringham's coming in. Sandringham. As we've got a choice to make here. We have to go into the likes of the Weavile, I think. So let's go ahead and do that. We are Tera Blast fighting. We could go into Pyroar and go for a Fire Blast. He has no switch into Fire Blast. Yeah, let's go that. Let's go Pyroar Fire Blast. As much as I want to go for a grassiness, whatever you call it. We're gonna get some Stealth Rock damage, which is fine. As much as I want to go ahead and Terastallize and go for a Tera Blast, I feel like Fire Blast is still going to be the better option just in case they switch out. Then again, look at the rest of their team. They're all pretty weakened, so I guess Tera Blast is the best option here. So let's go ahead and do that. They're going to withdraw Sandringham. What are they going to go for? Serenity? They're just going to sack it off. That's fair enough. That's fair enough. Sack off play. Absolutely fair enough by me. Fair enough by me, maybe. So Pyroar is looking good right now. So we Terastallize into a Grass type real quick as they switched out. We're going to turn into a Grass type, which is going to be great for us. Not so much actually anymore because Low Kicks can now come in and just do its first impression shenanigan. That's unfortunate. It's really unfortunate that we couldn't let us get the KO there, but it's whatever. It's whatever. In comes Mini Mech. That thing's going to go for a first impression. I can tell right off the bat. There's no way it's going for anything other than first impression right now. So I'm going to go into Heracross really quick. Heracross should be able to take first impression, no problem. There we go, into Boss Beetle real quick. There we go. Pointing Stone's going to dig in. First impression comes through. Wow, not very effective. Wasn't even a crit. Straight up takes us out. Straight up takes us out. I don't think we can do much against this thing. I go into Pyroar now. They have to switch out or they lose the Low Kick. They can't lose the Low Kick though because Low Kick wins them the game. So they have to sack off here. So we go for a Fire Blast, right? Yeah, we go for a Fire Blast. They're going to withdraw the Mini-Mech. What are they going to go into though? Are they going to go into the likes of the Rever Room or Sandringham? Sandringham's coming in. Absolutely fine by me. Pointing Stone's going to dig in. We go for a Fire Blast. It is Stab, Choice Specs boosted. It does a hell of a lot of damage to the Palisand. Actually takes it out. So Pyroar coming through right now. Pyroar absolutely coming through right now. Mini-Mech comes in. And this is the play where we have to sack off the Weavile. There we go. We sack off the Weavile real quick. There we go. Going to withdraw the Pyroar into the Weavile because Weavile is not beating that Rev Room. There's no way Weavile beats that Rev Room. There's no way Weavile beats that Rev Room. Have they Terastallize yet? I don't think they have they? First impression is going to take us out, of course. Weavile goes down, unfortunately. I love seeing Weavile on the field, but, you know, it's whatever. We go into a Pyroar now. There we go. And they have to stay in and take this. They have to stay in and take this. I don't think they are... I think they're choice banded, so I think they have a... If he switches out now, he's going to lose. But then again, he's going to lose anyway, I think. Yeah, see, he's only got first impression to go on, that's it. He can't switch out. Fire Blast comes through. That's going to hit the Mini-Mech, goes down. Lovely job, lovely job. Lovely job there. In comes Under the Hood, which is, of course, the Rever Room. Nice and not shiny for a change, because I always see shiny ones. Let's go for a Fire Blast and hope we can get the KO on this thing. If we miss the Fire Blast, we lose. If we hit, we win. Fire Blast hits. Connection! Pyro coming through with the KO on the Rever Room, and that is going to be the game. So thank you, Candy, for the wonderful game. It was really close, came right down to the wire. I think you made a bit of a misplay with the Tatsugiri against the Goodra by going for Surf. Personally, I would have gone for a Rapid Spin. That would have definitely saved your ass. You know, whatever. GG is GG indeed. Thank you for watching today's video. If you did enjoy, of course, leave a like, subscribe, all the wonderful stuff. And with that being said, I'll see you all in a bit.